You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, I've got your weekly prediction edition. We're going to talk about Phyllis being humiliated and Mariah assaulting an old guy. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got predictions for Mariah and the Mystery Man, for Dumas and Kane, for Phyllis, for Holden and Audra, and also for Sharon and Phyllis. Let's dive right in. If you're not following, please click that subscribe button. So our very first prediction, I think Mariah assaulted that old dude. So Monday's spoilers have Mariah telling Tessa she fell apart while she was away and she was drinking, and she tells Tessa that there's nothing safe in telling her what happened. And Mariah admits that thoughts of Ian were haunting her on the business trip. That's why she turned to the booze. She got wasted, and on Monday's episode, there's a flashback to Mariah drinking with an older, silver-haired gentleman and taking his hand. And she doesn't tell Tessa any of that. And then Mariah kind of snaps out of the flashback, freaks out, runs off to Crimson Lights, and bumps into Daniel. Tessa follows. Mariah snaps at Daniel, and then she yells at Tessa, "Leave me alone." Both of them are stunned. So I'm wondering if the old guy got flirty and Mariah was so drunk, maybe she was going to cheat because she was lonely and wasted and in a weird place. But then, because he's a silver fox and vaguely like Liam, maybe she had some kind of flashback to her adoptive dad trauma and lost it and attacked him. Could have shoved him down a flight of stairs, hit him over the head with something, and ran out of the room. I mean, I doubt Mariah killed the guy, but she might have hurt him and then run off and doesn't even know if he's okay, you know? Maybe they even got to her hotel room and she had an Ian flashback and hurt him, grabbed her bag, left. We'll see. Mariah told Sharon it wasn't a one-night stand, but was far worse. So maybe Mariah hurt the guy. We'll see, because she keeps having flashbacks. Our second prediction, Billy Flynn is recast Kane Ashby. So on Wednesday, Devon and Abby and Lily are at Nate's. They're all looking tense. They're talking about the party and the mystery man and what's his agenda. Friday spoilers have Devon determined to protect Hamilton and Winters, the family and their legacy. That's the same day the party kicks off in France, and there's suspicions that Dumas wants something from Winters, and this is Billy Flynn's debut. So there's already a lot of signs pointing to Dumas being Kane, and there's a leaked photo that seems to confirm it's Billy Flynn in the role of Dumas. Here's a behind-the-scenes photo, by the way, showing some monitors on the set of Y&R. That's Lily and Amanda, and that is Billy Flynn. He has very distinctive facial hair, and I know him extremely well from Days of Our Lives, where he played Chad DeMera for many years. We knew that Billy was coming over to Y&R. They said it'd be spring, and we're technically not in summer yet, not for 2 more weeks. So it seems to me pretty clear Billy Flynn is Dumas, and there's still the question of who he is. And there seems to be some intense dialogue between Lily and the mystery man, and Amanda's there between them. If you don't recall, Kane and Amanda knew each other before he left town, and Kane has ties to Chancellor, and he cares about Lily. That's her ex-husband and the father of her children. And in case you don't know, Lily actually doesn't have a great number of men in her past unless they're going to invent history. That's another reason it kind of narrows the field, because this mystery man is definitely intent about Lily. She was involved with Kevin Fisher, Daniel Romalotti, Kane Ashby, and Billy Abbott. That's not a lot of people, you know. She cheated on Kane with Joe Clark, but he's in prison and never was rolling in big bucks, so I'd be stunned if it was Lily talking to Joe. Plus, Kane and Lily got married in France, and that's where the mystery man's having his big party. Also, Kane left Y&R 6 years ago. That's how long Victor's been battling Dumas. Kane dislikes Victor, who absolutely would be shocked if Kane turns out to be the business tycoon that Victor's been up against. And if Dumas is Kane, Lily's jaw will drop. Everybody's will, really, but she'll be hit the hardest by this reveal because it'll flip everything upside down. Our third prediction, Phyllis is humiliated at the big party. So on Monday, Phyllis is black blathering about how nobody will hire her when she's talking to Daniel. And she insists that this thing with Dumas is a big opportunity. She's going to come back with the whole world in her hand. Daniel thinks his mom is both desperate and deluded, but Phyllis insists that this mystery man's going to love her and beg her to work with him. I think Phyllis may be in for a rude awakening. He might shoot her down at the party in front of everybody, totally humiliating her. And by the way, if he is Kane, no, I don't think Phyllis will get anywhere with him if they are honoring Young and the Restless history. Kane was at odds with Phyllis very often. He's not a fan. And when she was fooling around with Billy behind Jack and Victoria's back, Kane ratted them out to both of them, if I remember correctly. As for Kane and Billy, they've been at odds before, but they've also called a truce in the past, and they both care deeply for Jill and for Chancellor. But I can't imagine Kane would trust Phyllis with managing to make him a martini, much less letting Phyllis manage Chancellor. So if Dumas is Kane, he may allow Phyllis to come to the party just to embarrass her. If so, that would probably be a breaking point. She might snap. Nick and Daniel are both worried. Phyllis has this whole scenario in her head that's bound to not happen. She may go ballistic at the party, cause a huge scene, but the good thing is Nick will be there. Our fourth prediction, Holden tags along and crashes the party. So Monday spoilers have Victor wanting Audra to play dirty. He got her the invitations for her and Kyle to attend the party, and Holden is eavesdropping on all of this. Victor tells Audra she's the one who's got to get Kyle there. And also on spoilers for this week, Claire gives Kyle her blessing. Looks like it's to go to the party in France. So clearly Holden wants Audra back, and he may think helping her will make that happen. Holden knows she's plotting against Kyle. He doesn't know the whole story, though. Audra's playing cards close to her vest. So Holden may do whatever it takes to get himself to France, get into that party, and help Audra achieve what Victor wants to do so she can get what she wants. And then Holden hopes he can get what he wants, which is her. Our fifth and final prediction, Sharon stews in jealousy over Phyllis. So on Monday, Sharon told Nick she decided not to go to France because Mariah is freaking out and needs her in Genoa City. Nick says he's disappointed, and Sharon gets kind of needy, and she asks why Nick wants her to go. You know, she's hoping for some kind of squishy-feely answer. And he just says to Sharon that he appreciates her calming influence because he expects it to be drama at the party. And when Phyllis reveals she is going to France, Sharon looks a little concerned on Monday. And then she kind of gets petty and brings up, just for no reason, that she was Nick's +1 to Nikki's party. So seems like Sharon is staking a claim. So she may be jealous that Phyllis is in France with Nick, even though she's not, going as Nick's date or anything. And if a situation crops up where he helps Phyllis through a crisis, that might eat at Sharon until she wigs out. Nick already called out Sharon once on jealousy, and it seems like there is more ahead.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.